One,
Go.
go. Okay.
Alrighty.
I finally got this game. It's really fun now. Oh, lucky you, Katrina or Katarina.
Aw, how sweet. So yes, Bayonetta 1.
Bayo. I would you like her longer hair design a bit more than her short hair, though.
I'm more a fan of the short hair myself.
Yeah.
So
I
anyway,
get that.
yeah, Bayonetta 1. Yeah, so, I like this game. It's a really fun, over-the-top, ridiculous, platinum-made action game. I mean, what's there not to love about that? But I will say, I do have a lot of problems with it.
Oh.
And it's stuff that we'll go through on as we go through the game. But the thing is, and it's not a case of like nostalgia or science field is unfunny or anything like that, because I made sure to play this.
Flaws?
I made sure to play this before Bayonetta 1 or Bayonetta 2.
Okay.
So it's just a case of like this game's cool, but there's a lot of like weird, unfriendly design decisions. So if I met someone who played it and said I don't like this, I can kind of understand why. But
that is a bit of a shame, but
yeah, like when I finished this game, I was like satisfied, but kind of like, but at the same time.
I see.
Bayonetta. Yeah, it's very pretty. This game,
Okay, what are the controls like?
we'll go into finer details, but you can choose like the Pro controller if you want.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
You have subtitles on for that, right?
Yep, subtitles are on.
Okay.
And
Thank you kindly.
this game has very easy, normal, and hard. And a fifth difficulty I haven't unlocked yet.
Okay.
We're just going to do normal because that's the highest difficulty they allow you to start at.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to remind myself that you're actually not playing this right now. This is in post.
Yeah.
Like, for a part of me kind of wanted to say, go back and just check on the options really quick.
Alright. So, we're going to be talking over a lot of the cutscenes and stuff. I'll tell you right now, the story is nothing to write home about.
Oh, yeah?
There are moments, and the characters are fun, but as far as the story goes, it's largely pretty predictable itself. And, I mean, and not to mention, a lot of the time it doesn't make any
sense.
sense.
10 seconds and we already go into something physically impossible. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, this whole entire first part basically exists so you don't have to just listen to boring monologue. Yeah, I'm not going to bother explaining.
With action times,
yeah,
like that.
I'm not going to bother explaining the gameplay because there's not really much to say at this point. You just mash down.
That's fine.
Yeah, you'll probably just be mashing buttons.
Attack.
X and Y is attack. I'll explain finer details later. No, X and A, sorry. But basically, you're not going to figure out any what's going on right now.
Okay. No worries then.
Well, let's say this stage really is badass.
Looks freaking amazing.
Yeah, like you imagine why this is the stage they chose to make for the Bayonetta stage of Smash Bros.
Yeah. And my god, those wicked weaves are freaking great.
I know, it's great. Whoop. And then the camera zooms out and up.
Oh my god. Don't worry, Bayo. 101 started just like this.
Oh yeah, funny you should say that. This is directed by the same guy who did Wonderful 101.
Oh, complete with the flying snake guy.
Yeah, like Platinum loves to reuse their enemy designs. You're gonna recognize a fair amount of them for Wonderful 101.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So one thing I like about these enemies you're facing is that the more you hurt them, the more they like take damage and lose like their skin and stuff to see more of the innards.
Oh yeah.
Which is good for these guys.
Soul Calibur thing.
Yeah, which is good for these guys because you can't see their health bars. Bigger enemies,
so
sure, but
it's their own kind of aesthetic health bar.
yeah. Also, I'm not actually sure if this scene is supposed to be something that happens in the actual canon, or if it's more of a symbolic thing.
Oh, kind of like the Kingdom. Well,
Kind of like the Kingdom Hearts intro stage, yeah.
Beginning always a thing, or
It's weird. They don't.
Yeah.
I mean, the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, this is like a flashback or something. But Bayonetta 2 has this. Bayonetta 2 has this too, and it's very clearly something that doesn't happen within the story.
Huh. Alright then. Well, if anything else, it's cool. So.
Yeah. Especially the giant two-headed dragon thing.
Yeah.
So, I will say about this game does a great job at presenting itself. Like, right off the bat, this great, fantastically orchestrated music, really dark monologue going on. Like, if you did not know...
The sky looks really awesome.
Yeah, if you just went to this game completely blind, you would have no idea that it's goofy as it is.
Yeah, no, it looks like a badass kind of thing.
Which it is. But there's so much more to it if you...
But still, it's... yeah.
Oh, man. They sure love throwing these, like, single enemy types, don't they?
Yeah. Well, maybe, you know, first level and all that.
Yeah. So these costumes, I know you can unlock in the post after you beat the game.
Oh, yeah?
They're really nice, I like them. But I don't know if you can unlock the guns. I need to actually check that out. So these are the loading screens. For these first couple sequences, you just kind of move around a shadow.
Okay.
But they get more fleshed out later on.
Okay. Not literally, isn't like fleshy bits.
Well, I suppose
Right?
if you want to count adding a person who's fleshy. Buffalo blood.
Most oh, blood.
This is another kind of weird cutscene, but at least it makes more sense in later contexts. Still, you could probably cut it out completely and not really lose anything. On that note as well, this is how most of the actual cutscenes themselves will be presented in the game.
Oh, hey, it's Xan's worshippers.
Since, you know, Platinum, they are not literally made out of money, and they have a budget, this is how a lot of the cutscenes are. They're basically like 3D comic book panels.
Oh. Okay. Actually, kind of like that.
I like what they did. A lot of people don't seem to enjoy them. They find it kind of cheap and lazy, but at the same time, you do kind of understand why they do it.
Yeah,
And
when it comes to cutscene stuff, I never am willing to judge very harshly because that stuff can get really pricey for very small payouts.
And besides, they do a nice stylized way of going about it too.
Yeah, I mean, really, just as long as it doesn't break the immersion, then I'll be happy with it.
Yeah. So yeah, in the Wii U version of this game, they added in a couple costumes, but we're not going to use it for these couple first stages.
Okay.
We're just going to go in vanilla.
Okay. Yo, you still there?
Yeah.
I lost you.
Well, I'm here.
Okay, you're cool.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So now...
This looks like the inside of, Gluttony's stomach.
Oh, God. So yeah.
Can I eat it?
So yeah, now we start the game proper. With the nice little logos presented on the tombstones.
Little Angel. Oh.
Yeah, Team Little Angels is a reference.
Oh my god, this is horrible. The developers are already dead?
Yeah.
Platinum, no! Why'd you die too? What were you gonna say?
So this game is just filled with dozens of references to Platinum and Kamiya's previous games. Team Little Angels is a reference to the development team of the original Devil May Cry, which is called Team Little Devils.
Huh.
Speaking of, hey Kamiya, piss all over yourself, why don't you?
This is gonna be so awkward once when you replay this after they die.
Even Oleg Man the Destroyer gets scrambled in the air.
So yeah, can you tell us the Sega game already? Doing references to Eggman.
I still don't get why the hell you dragged me out here for these things. I just drop off the merchandise. Hey,
Man, this guy's working hard to get his voice down.
Ah, yes, this guy. He doesn't actually show up as often as you think. I was actually a little disappointed you didn't see him more.
I feel like he's one of those guys who would just like die within the first third. You know?
Well, it's funny you say that. He definitely struggles a bit through this whole prologue. Yeah, he's actually another Devil May Cry reference. In the instruction booklet for the original Devil May Cry, this guy actually wrote like a letter talking about Dante.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Where'd society be? Of course, the pay's not bad either.
Of course, the pay isn't that bad.
Jesus,
That's why you
really
want
get
it.
into this shit, don't you?
Yeah, he's clearly a reference to some like gangster thing. I don't know. You probably know better than I do.
The classic 40s mobster.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. In New York.
Forget about it.
You can keep praying,
Yeah.
but the
Which he
only
does say
way
several
to
times in this
please the
game.
Lord is
Oh
if
my God,
God's hungry
yes.
for breakfast.
Is his name Tony?
No, you'll find out later.
Oh.
Speaking of hungry, we done
Tony,
here?
Andy,
My
Johnny.
kids are baking me a birthday cake tonight.
I
Aw.
don't know.
Cute little fuckers, I tell you what.
It is actually noted a couple times in the story that he is actually a pretty good family man, all things considered.
Huh.
Which amuses me.
Even bad guys love their kids. If he is a bad guy.
Not
I don't know,
really.
We'll see.
They're here
He's just kind of a dick.
for this douchebag.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, I hate this damn life.
I never got this scene. Like, what? It's just like,
Oh, but they're there, ain't they? You
Is he a
hearing
gamer?
me?
Yeah.
You can see them, can't you?
I see them. They are instruments of God.
See, like I said, up until this point, you could probably just easily confuse this for like a more serious game, even with this guy popping in. Because even serious storylines have their comic relief.
And keep safe the souls of our loved ones.
Yeah, honestly, I expect this guy to die like in this cutscene.
But yeah, this cutscene does
especially with the mention of his
vaguely
family.
kind of explain the general gist of how the game functions. How majestic.
Oh my God, that ass. Oh my God.
I love that.
This is better than my last shot when I was a blow-up doll.
Yeah. So yeah, here. I love how they introduce enemies in this game. It's all presented in that little journal,
Oh, is that your...
and then the comedy starts.
Let the show begin.
Yeah.
Triple kill. 10-10.
So I have to say, this is one of my best. This is probably my second favorite character establishing moment, right after Dante's introduction in Devil May Cry 3.
Oh my God, yeah.
So great. So you probably already noticed, even though Bayo is fighting all these monsters, you don't. Anytime it switches to this guy's point of view, you don't see any of them.
Yeah? Look, I haven't seen a really good, look, like, profile.
Also, there's a slight line here that you're not going to note, where he says,
Huh.
"Hi."
Well, way to kill the mood, dude.
Next time you want me hands on you, you better make sure I'm
Back.
now
Oh,
move out
man.
the way.
I love this guy. He's great.
Whoa, Don.
If it ain't my good buddy Enzo. How about
Enzo.
Yeah.
Oh, the classic finger snap with the flame.
I know, he's great.
Oh, he's so cool.
I love him so much.
the money?
I always love this little bit because if you look carefully at the gravestone they're grabbing, it's a Kamiya's. So yeah, those aren't just like credits. Like those are
They're
legitimate.
actually
Like
part of the world.
beautiful.
Beautiful.
I love
What kind of
him,
angels are these things?
man.
These are like just like goblins with a slightly whoa, whoa.
Oh dear. Yep.
Ah!
There you go. Now the show really starts.
Sailor Moon, eat your heart out.
Yep. Woo! So another Devil May Cry reference. The guns that Rodan throws to Bayo, they are actually
Yeah.
the same colors as Dante's guns, ebony and ivory.
Very nice.
Whee!
Oh my God. I need to heaven before you go to hell.
Another important thing of note,
Throwing me these
Enzo could not see any of the monsters that Theo was fighting. Rodan can, but Enzo could also see Rodan, so he can actually just see all of this.
Oh, wow.
Further character establishment, gun feet.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah.
That's some dancing.
God, this must have been like the most painful thing to choreograph for the new motion capture.
Seriously, but I would love to see that in real time.
I know.
Just throw the guns like crazy.
I know. Oh. God.
Bayo, can't you reload?
Oh. Whoop. So, fun thing about lollipops in this game. The lollipops actually, colors of the lollipops actually tie into the original Xbox controllers because, you know, this was originally an Xbox game.
Right.
So if you hold down the matching color button for whatever lollipop that she's eating, it'll actually give you the benefits of those lollipops.
Huh.
Because those are actually, lollipops are items in this game.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've never actually got the exact timing, so I've never noticed it myself in detail. But yeah, it's a really cool touch they did.
Yeah. Oh, I love you.
Which is great.
Oh my god, that dog.
So yeah, in the Wii version, you do have touch controls. From what I've heard, they actually work pretty well.
Do you like? Did you use them?
Oh hell no. I used a class of buttons, but from what I've heard, if you're kind of a casual player and you're not really good at these type of games, it's the way to go. So, as you can probably tell, basic combat, just straight up press X to punch. Straight to the point, very simple. It's like,
So are those like mini spells she's casting for her quote-unquote punches?
oh, you mean like those weird
assuming.
energy? I don't know. Never actually explained that. So yeah, press A to do kicks. Kicks are a lot slower and they don't have as many combos, but they're a lot stronger.
Oh gosh. If she wasn't already becoming an entry for Smash, my first thought would be that she'd be like a fun-ass Soul Calibur character.
I know. And yeah, like there are a bazillion different combos that you can blend the two together. It's been amazing.
I like that. Try to evade there.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
Yeah. That's just basic evading. Yeah. Much like classic action game genres, like frames are important because you will have invincibility frames.
Right.
I,
Bitch slap the hell out of him.
I love the bitch slap. But now for the more complicated stuff. Which time?
Okay. Dodge the last possible instant. Okay.
Yeah, timing is really strict. Like I missed it this first time.
Oh, okay. Quit messing around.
Yeah, I found that oftentimes the best time to get wish time is to actually dodge right into the enemy's attack.
Oh, I see that.
And when you're in slow motion, you get extra points.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Makes sense.
yeah, that's the
Give you time to hit the vitals.
Yep, that's the core basics behind Bayonetta's gameplay. Try and bait them into getting wish time, and then just wham at them down.
Perfect.
Also, you might have noticed for those first couple of strikes, the enemies in this game do not always flinch to your basic punches. So you do have to pay attention to that stuff. And it's probably one of the, yeah, it's probably one of the big reasons why this game is considered to be so difficult for people, because they expect them to flinch to every strike, when that's not always the case.
Yeah.
So we're just using base. You're saying?
That's one of the reasons why the Valkyrie in Gauntlet Slayer Edition is so difficult to play for some people. Is that you have to kind of time your defensive attacks with your shield with the enemy's attacks, because a lot of times they will not flinch. At least the bigger ones won't.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, press Y in order to just fire your basic gun. Does very little damage, but it lets you do a couple more strikes. Hold down the.
And that'd be good for what it's worth.
Yeah. Press the R button in order to lock on, and if you're locked on, hold back on the control stick of your direction to launch up in the air.
Ah.
Which is a very Devil May
like
Cry
that,
thing.
Huh? Blam.
So yeah, So another thing I'm going to note, I am not going to be playing perfect. I'm not going to be getting pure platinum ranks and everything. Because this game's hard.
I will not blame you if you don't.
Yeah.
I love her little catwalk when she just shoots while, is that a pair of lips over there?
Which are? Oh yeah, the targeting reticle. Yeah. It's target.
Love everything about it.
So, this right here is where we get an introduction for holding buttons, holding attacks. Hold down your punch button or your kick button, and you'll actually keep your gun firing.
Okay, just like in Smash.
Yeah, and you can hold this down for any one of your attacks.
Ah. Okay,
So every single combo you can do this for. It's amazing.
Like just for whenever you need a little bit of an extra punch.
Yep, every single weapon in this game has their own different version. So like alternate guns will like do continuous fire, while like other weapons have their own things. This is another mechanic which I'm not a super big fan of. Spin the control stick and then continue mashing the attack button and you'll just keep on firing. Unless you aim.
Okay.
It's an interesting idea, but I find the camera change to be a little awkward.
It's more cinematic.
Yeah,
Here,
but
I'd say.
not exactly efficient. Looks cool though.
But man, that ass.
Eh.
I mean, the Wild Eye gameplay. It's
No, don't
so
worry,
amazing.
David. It was one of the Bayo's big focuses. Was her ass?
Oh my god, yeah. Well, I mean, remember her being described as a character who, her sexuality and how she presents herself is a big part about her.
Yeah.
Where she likes to be, she's sexy and powerful and she riles.
Yeah,
She loves that.
yeah. That's the thing is why Bayo's sexuality never really bothered me. Is because it's so ridiculously over the top and insane that it's no way in hell this is supposed to be serious.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's also just like her character. Like, she's someone who just enjoys being sexy, and so
I know.
why the hell? Let her do her. Let her do her.
So one thing you probably noticed going through this first tutorial stage,
Yeah.
we don't have any of our wicked weaves.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The reason for that
I
is
noticed that.
yeah, the reason for that is we're actually just using our basic hand pistols.
Oh, okay.
And the thing is, Wicked Weaves uses too much magical energy for her to actually use them efficiently in these things. That's why all the guns that she was using kept on exploding.
I see that.
Yep. So you just
Oh no, Enzo!
yeah, let's ignore it for now. So yeah, just keep on pressing the holding down the white button to fire is usually the best way to just explode the area around you.
Okay.
It's a good.
Save the Princess Endo!
Oh, it's funny you say that, in fact. Because we'll be seeing a fair amount of princesses later on.
Ooh, cool.
So yeah, double jump, just press the B button twice, and you do a little butterfly flap.
I love it.
Yeah.
Damn it, who did
Aw.
that? I just bought the damn thing.
Ah. So here's your introduction to your first big enemy.
Haven't you figured it out yet? There's no quarter for you in this world.
And these guys have a health bar.
Oh, look at that. Not for long. Take him out.
Yeah, I don't even pay attention to the guy for so long, and most of the time he's just taking damage from the gun arts.
Yeah. Oh my god, that other guy's huge.
Yeah.
Okay, part of this time we're just destroying the car for the hell of it.
Yeah, thankfully you can't actually destroy it because Enzo would be kind of pissed, wouldn't he?
Some video game cruelty potential for you.
Oh yes. Another thing about the pistols, the pistols that are on Bayo's feet also have their own color scheme, which is based off of Dante's dad, who was an unlockable character in the original Devil May Cry.
Cool. And gold, very nice.
I could have done better.
Oh, relax, you did fine, boy.
I'm much happier with my performance in the next mission.
Idea how much this is gonna cost to fix? How the fuck do I always get wrapped up in this shit?
Ed and Edna.
Engine still purrs nicely. Now, about this little.
Yeah,
thing
I'll be
you're
perfectly
looking
honest. I
for.
never figured out what exactly the context is of this like initial first mission.
See? This is why
You never actually find out who exactly this Eggman guy is, and why exactly they're burying him underground, or why the angel decided to pop up for him. Just kind of happened.
You keep belly aching like that, and you're liable to wake Eggman.
I like to think it's actually like the Sonic the Hedgehog Eggman.
Eggman.
And this
That
game
Eggman? takes
takes place in like the distant future of Sonic.
Tells me you're gonna
That would
need
explain
rush
why
on that
she's
special
been
type.
shooting, or she collects those rings for whatever.
Oh yes, the halos.
Oh, that's what they are.
Yeah. But they
oh
do
my
look.
God.
I bet they hate
And
him down
that's
there
why
as much
Sonic
as
has to
you did
protect
when
all
he was
those
up
all
here.
those wings.
Oh
Those wings has to go up to heaven for the angels.
God, are you referencing Sonic Dream Collection?
We must make a epileptic trees post about this.
Oh.
I will find this.
Oh God, no.
Epileptic trees.
Oh dearie me.
Finish up in 5 minutes, or you're walking home to your cake and
Man,
candy.
Bayo is such a dick sometimes.
Don't you leave me here!
We're going to drive off without you if you do it within 5 minutes, despite the fact it's your car. So anytime you're in the loading screen, like this is what actually goes on. And if you press the minus button anytime, you can actually just go into practice mode, where you can just practice the moves to your leisure.
Okay. So I've been wanting this for a while, but why do those bubbles form the double helix? Is there a reason for that?
What bubbles?
There's like they're like little bubbles that pop up that form like a double helix strand.
Huh. Oh, you mean the background?
Yeah, in the background.
Oh, no idea.
It's gonna take every cent
Oh yeah, and the music that's playing on his car right now is an old arcade, a Sega arcade game.
Oh, cool.
See them bastards that did this to my
There we go. Forget about it.
Yeah.
The road.
I love this car. This car trip is otherwise known as the exposition trip.
Of course.
It literally serves no purpose other than for Enzo to explain what to Bayo what she already knows. Whee! I don't think cars work like that.
Dressed like a nun too.
Bayo don't
When
give a
you
shit.
end up in the afterlife, that's not going to be pretty.
I can't help it if I like the little outfits. The toys are nice too.
Is that what you call him, Bayo?
20 years ago, you woke up stuck in a casket at the bottom of a lake.
Oh, there goes the hubcap.
All you can remember is that you're a witch. But now, you're stuck.
So one thing I'm not a big fan about this game is the Cars game. It's way too gray.
Every day, or they'll drag your ass back
Oh, yeah?
down to hell.
Yeah, don't expect to see much more color variation than this, apart from the occasional red.
Around the divine for a living.
It's one of the big things the sequel thankfully fixed up, and it's freaking beautiful.
If I needed a biographer, you wouldn't be my first choice. I see to the funeral. You get me the
Also, don't expect to ever see Bayo without those glasses.
Oh, I don't mind.
Come on now.
I love good girl with glasses. Or a bad girl with glasses.
Like, Bayo would probably be more embarrassed to see herself without glasses than she would be completely naked.
Start grilling me. The info
I'm so
I
naked
got
without my
is good.
glasses.
It's gonna get you close
I'm not sure if
to
she even
finding the
needs him.
stone in the pear and
Oh, I don't
figuring
think
out
she
some of
does.
that lost past.
But then again,
I swear.
with her outfit, she definitely needs that.
Like, even then, she's still wearing them.
Oh yeah.
They are nice glasses, though.
After jewels instead of cash, just like a girl. Jesus, can't you take a joke?
No.
Enzo,
Ooh.
someone's given you a present. Too bad. I can't stand bugs.
Ha.
We passed down that, like, movie lane sign, like, 3 times now.
I think Enzo's lost, or they have really good advertising.
We'll explain the plane.
Oh, yeah.
It's a shame that this cutscene wasn't properly animated, because that'd be amazing.
Yeah, I was about to say. Oh, they skipped on the good part.
I know.
But then again, that was like probably the expensive part.
The thing is, like, there are mostly of other moments in this game which are way more ridiculous than playing.
I don't doubt you. Definitely won't doubt you.
Oh, hey, it's that girl from the Prologue.
Hey, look at that. night discretion shots.
Oh dear.
So who is this? Her best friend, mother, mentor, love interest? Say love interest.
Potentially all the above.
Oh yay! Wait, what? Some of those combos I'm not quite sure I like.
What's the matter, Bayonetta? All that sleeping made you soft.
So, are you ready for another tutorial?
Of course. That's why I play these games.
So, there's a new mechanic they introduced right here, which are called torture attacks. We now have a little magic meter that fills up in the right below our health bar.
Okay.
Once you get to a full bar, you'll get able to do what is called a torture attack, which uses up the whole bar, but has some really nice benefits. Also, wow, this camera.
So it's basically a super then.
In a way, yes.
Okay.
Press X and A.
Oh, it's the Final Smash kind of thing.
Not even. They're basically like really brutal as hell executions. Doing them gives you a huge amount of...
What I meant was it's her Final Smash.
Oh. Nope, still not true.
Well, isn't that how she...
Yeah, there's a
activates
couple
that?
more. There's a couple variations for these basic enemies, while more... Nope. It was only slowed down so you can get an idea of the controls.
Okay.
Yeah, so one of the things is that doing torture attacks will do huge amounts of damage
Right.
against enemies, give you a huge amount of points, and for certain enemies will cause them to drop their weapons.
Huh.
This one is
Okay.
like brutal.
Oh god. Oh god. That's worse than Ivy. That's like
Yeah.
nothing. Oh god.
Yeah,
Why
there
do
we
they keep
go.
Hitting me in the dick.
Those assholes sure know how to get attention. Even perk the ears of the hotheads down home.
You don't say.
It's getting harder and harder to tell the worlds apart. Human world. Inferno. Paradiso. Who can tell the difference?
Even harder with Purgatorio in the middle. Fight long enough in there and you'll really lose sight. Why the sudden interest in metaphysics?
It's a balance, right? Even if some of them like messing around with the humans, we've all got a stake in the status quo. But people keep fucking around like this, the Book of Revelations is gonna look like Mother Goose. Heaven and hell are gonna go straight for each other's throats.
Heaven and hell can tear each other to pieces for all I care. I've got my own problems to worry about.
Something's up. Everything was a bit too bracing, and Enzo's tip makes the timing too perfect. This reeks of a setup. Someone in one of those lost memories calling you out. I got a little present for you. These babies are special. Built from an alloy the devil himself would kill to get his hands on. Don't break these, 'cause they're one of a kind.
Calling me out? I don't go in for strange offers. Then again, I'm getting a little tired of these weaklings they keep throwing at me. Maybe I should aim for something a bit more high class.
Pounding them down tonight, baby. Not to butt into your affairs, but I'm pretty sure you got somewhere better to be. The guys you're up against aren't the type to wait for you to finish a round. Enzo, her drinks are going on your tab, buddy. You deadbeat motherfucker.
I should have been a pole dancer.